All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome on into another edition of Phillies Play-by-Play with JJ. What's going on, everybody? Hi there, everyone. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Phillies are taking on the Washington Nationals, and, well, game was supposed to start at 6:05, but the Phillies actually honored David Montgomery, former president of the Phillies organization, and had a Wall of Fame induction ceremony for him, and it was very, very well done, and lots of really cool festivities in Philadelphia tonight. The rain, it looks like that there is rain in the forecast, and we'll have to keep our eye on that. But as of now, the Phillies are going to be underway in just a few moments. It is 6:24 p.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully you're all doing well. And, well, let's get into this game. So the Phillies are taking on the Washington Nationals, and they're looking to try to win the series tonight. They will wrap up their series tomorrow afternoon at 1:35 p.m. Eastern Time. And they'll send Christopher Sanchez out there on the mound tonight for Philadelphia. And Sanchez has not really had a good couple of last starts. He did allow 7 earned runs in 4 2/3 his last time out, and also 12 hits as well, and just did not have a good outing against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, he did pitch really well against the LA Dodgers, but the outing before that against the Yankees, he went 5 2/3, allowed 6 earned runs, had 7 strikeouts, but 1 homer allowed and 8 hits allowed as well. So hopefully he can try to have a very good command tonight, and hopefully his pitches will be really good as far as the sequence goes. But the one thing that you do have to look out for is Trea Turner, who's been red hot. Got the walk-off hit in last night's game, ended up going 4 for 5, and is 7 for his last 9. Just unbelievable. And he's been absolutely red hot at the plate over these last couple of games after being in such a bad slump. It seems like he's turning it on right now. And he'll be in the lineup batting second. Early game tomorrow is coin case Carney. Win the series and stay up late tonight. Maybe losing tomorrow. That's okay. Maybe losing tomorrow is okay. Oh, man. So here we go. We'll get into the lineups for tonight's game. Mackenzie Gore is on the other side of the mound. He has a 4.50 ERA, 130 strikeouts, and 52 walks allowed, and a 7-10 record. This will be his 25th start of the season. He's faced the Phillies twice this year, and we'll talk a little bit more about him in just a little bit. But, all right, let's get into the starting lineup, shall we? So Alex Call will be batting in the leadoff spot for the Washington Nationals. Then C.J. Abrams batting second. Juan Yepez hitting third, playing over at first base. Then it's James Wood, who's out in left field, batting in the cleanup spot. Andres Chaparro is the designated hitter, and he's batting in the 5-hole. Ildemaro Vargas gets the start tonight over at third base. Riley Adams is catching behind the plate, as Keibert Ruiz has the night off. And it's Luis Garcia Jr. who's over at second base, and he's batting 8th. And then Jacob Young out in center field, he's batting 9th. And that is the lineup for the Nationals. So Call's playing out in right field. Abrams is over at shortstop. Yepez is at first. Wood is out in left. Chaparro is DHing. Then it's Vargas over at third. Adams is catching, batting 7th. Garcia Jr. is over at second base and batting 8th. And Young is out in center field, and he is batting 9th. And again, Mackenzie Gore takes the bump for the Washington Nationals. For the Philadelphia Phillies, on the other side of things, it'll be Kyle Schwarber batting in the leadoff spot, DHing tonight. Trea Turner is over at shortstop, batting second. Bryce Harper over at first base, batting third. Alec Bohm is over at third base, batting in the cleanup spot. Nick Castellanos playing out in right field, hitting 5th. And following him will be JT Realmuto, who's catching. And Wes Wilson gets the start out in left field once again for Brandon Marsh, and he's batting 7th. 8th will be Edmundo Sosa, who plays for Bryson Stott tonight. He's batting 8th. And Yohan Rojas is playing out in center field, and he will be batting 9th. So Phillies lineup, it is Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Castellanos, Realmuto, Wilson, Sosa, and Rojas. That's the lineup tonight for the Phillies, who are 72-50 coming into today and are 41-22 at home. They've had a lot of success against the Washington Nationals this season, that's for sure. And Mackenzie Gore is taking the mound. Now, the Phillies this season against Mackenzie Gore, they have gotten 4 runs off of him on 8 hits in 12 innings. So, last time that he pitched against the Phillies, it was back on May 18th. And he allowed 2 earned runs, 3 hits, and 6 1/3. Didn't get the loss in that game because the Phillies ended up winning in extras. Ended up throwing a total of 93 pitches. 7 guys grounded out and 10 guys flied out against him, and he only had 3 strikeouts and 3 walks allowed. All right, so I asked a poll question down below, and if you want to answer that, you're absolutely more than welcome to do that. Keystone has a hot take and says that Turnbull should be in the playoff rotation. But who you taking out? Christopher Sanchez or Ranger Suarez? Who you taking out? I'm not taking out anybody as of right now. When Ranger Suarez is healthy, Ranger Suarez is really good, with all due respect to Spencer Turnbull. We're talking about a 4-man rotation, not a 5-man rotation. But let us know down below. What are your final score predictions? Let us know that down below as well. Do you think that the Phillies are going to win? Do you think that they're going to lose? Do you even think that they're even going to get this game in tonight because of the rain that is potentially coming? Let me know down below. Taking a look at the out-of-town scores so far. Tampa Bay Rays are hosting the Arizona Diamondbacks at a 6-1 Tampa Bay. In the top of the 8th, Arizona has the bases loaded with 2 outs. Mets do lead at 4-0 as they're hosting the Miami Marlins, and it's going to the top of the 9th. Marlins will have their last chance. Red Sox and Orioles are delayed right now. We do have 3 final scores, including the Pittsburgh Pirates game. The Pirates did beat the Seattle Mariners 7-2. The Detroit Tigers shut out the New York Yankees 4-0. And the Chicago Cubs were able to beat the Toronto Blue Jays by a final score of 3-2. Later tonight, the Kansas City Royals will be out in Cincinnati taking on the Reds at 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time. At 7:05, you got a couple of games going on in that window. Minnesota and Texas will be playing. And then the Giants will be out in Oakland. That game will be at 7:07. White Sox are out in Houston playing at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Miller Park, the home of the Milwaukee Brewers, they're taking on the AL Central leaders, and that is the Cleveland Guardians at 7:15. Dodgers are out in St. Louis, and they're playing over at Busch Stadium. That game will be at 7:15 p.m. And then the Padres are out in Coors Field, taking on the Colorado Rockies in a battle, NL West rivalry. And at 9:38 p.m. Eastern Time, the Braves will be taking on the LA Angels. So that should be a fun matchup. Braves did lose last night by a final score of 3-2, in case you were wondering. When we take a look at the standings in the NL East, the Phillies do lead the Atlanta Braves by 8 games. They are 72-50. The Braves are 64-58, and the Mets are 9 games behind the Phillies and 1 game behind the Braves. When will the game start? When the first pitch is thrown? I don't know. I'm trying to engage with y'all. That's what we got to do. Remember, Phillies had a ceremony today for David Montgomery, inducting him into the Phillies Wall of Fame. It's also Phillies Alumni Weekend, and John Middleton was able to give out some rings to some of the Phillies alumni that came over. I got 4-3 Phils tonight, says Lou. That sounds really good. Fun fact, JJ, I passed by the Blue Rock Stadium and the Blue Coat Stadium. That's cool. That's totally off topic, but that's really, really cool. Great. So I want to know, please comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are about this whole rotation thing. Okay? I'm going to take a look at this poll right now. How do you feel about the rotation options? So 40% of you, we have 40 votes, by the way. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. We have 114 people tuning in. 40% of you say that you would prefer, out of all four of these options, Wheeler, Nola, Sanchez, and Ranger to be your number one option for a starting four when healthy in the playoffs. And 31% of you have said Wheeler, Ranger, Nola, and Sanchez would be your starting four. 14% of you say none of the above, and 14% of you say Nola, Wheeler, Ranger, and Sanchez. I'm trying to come up with different combos. So, my ideal rotation is Wheeler, Nola, Ranger, and Sanchez. I didn't put that one on there because I thought that was a little bit obvious. All right, so the Phillies are taking the field. There they are, over on the infield and the outfield. So again, the lineup for the Nationals, let's get to that right now. It's Call, Abrams, Yepes, Wood, Chaparro, Vargas, Adams, Garcia Jr., and Young. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You're also more than welcome to donate to the channel as well. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. That's what we do on here. Call's batting in the leadoff spot. Ended up going 0-4 in last night's game. He was hitless in 5 at-bats, and, well, he's 1 for his last 9. Christopher Sanchez is on the bump for the Phils. This is start number 24 for him. 34 walks and a 3.63 ERA for Christopher Sanchez. The first pitch, and that is outside, so we are underway. Call batting 367. And the pitch, and that is fouled off. All right. Crew chief for tonight, you have Alfonso Marquez calling the balls and the strikes. Austin Jones is over at first. Roberto Ortiz is over at second. And the 1-1 pitch, and that is flied out over to left field. Wes Wilson is on the run, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. And Mark Ripperger is the third base umpire in tonight's game. So Sanchez has a sinker, a changeup, and a slider. He's had some really good stats at home this season. He has a 2.32 ERA and a 6-3 record at home, along with 72 strikeouts. 1 out, and the pitch, and that is bounced foul. Just fouled. No, they call it a live ball and say that he's out over at first base. Originally, I thought that C.J. Abrams fouled it off his foot, and he's a little bit confused as to what just happened. And Alfonso Marquez gives him a little explanation, and Abrams is out. He thought that he fouled it off of his foot, and Dave Martinez is going to go out there to argue with Alfonso Marquez. So it got a little bit of Abrams' foot, but it wasn't ruled as a foul ball. And JT got up, threw it over to first base, and Abrams wasn't even running. Definitely got a little piece of the jersey, I thought. Sanchez actually threw it over to first. So there's 2 outs. And did Martinez get tossed? Don't know. So there's 2 outs. They're not going to challenge this. That was poorly done. So that's going to go as a 1-3 ground out. 2 outs, nobody on, and the pitch. And that's taken for strike 1. It was a sinker at 95. Caught me off guard a little bit. Abrams was not even running. Phillies did make a roster move today. Tyler Phillips was sent down to Lehigh Valley, and they called up Logan Gilbert. pitch, and that's taken for strike 2. 0-2 pitch. That is outside and low for a ball. One-two pitch. That is in the dirt for ball 2. Excuse me, Tyler Gilbert was selected by the Phils. 2-2 pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards right field, and Castellanos is there to make the catch over towards the line. And the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Nationals. And we head to the bottom of the first. The Phillies are coming up to bat. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And hit the notification bell icon. And that way you'll know when I go live. Can people explain Lehigh Valley to me? What do we do there? We have a minor league system. So there's players that don't make it to the big leagues or that have to develop before they come up to the big leagues. So they have low A, they have high A, double A, and triple A. Triple A, the triple A team is called the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. So that's where guys that are sent down into the minor league system, that's where they go. Or if somebody is rehabbing, if somebody's coming back from an injury and they want to get live at-bats or play during a game, you know, they have a season 2. I worked in minor league baseball. The Jersey Shore Blue Claws are the Phillies' high A team. I got to go see them on my birthday when they were in Wilmington playing against the Blue Rocks. And I got to go work for them. So, it was cool. All right, so the Phillies lineup for tonight. Kyle Schwarber is batting in the leadoff spot. I hope I answered that question, by the way. If you have any more questions, never be afraid to ask. Schwarber is DHing. Then it's Trea Turner, who's batting second. He's over at shortstop. Bryce Harper's over at first base. And he's batting third. Alec Bohm in the cleanup spot over at third base. Nick Castellanos playing out in right field. He's batting fifth. JT Realmuto sixth. Catching behind the plate. Wes Wilson gets the nod over Brandon Marsh once again. He's playing out in left field. Edmundo Sosa starts for Bryson Stott, and he's batting eighth. And Yohan Rojas is batting ninth, and he's playing out in center. First pitch, and that's taken low for a ball. Mackenzie Gore is going to face Kyle Schwarber here. And the 1-0 pitch. There's a ground ball back up the middle. Diving stop, though, by the second baseman, and he bobbles it as it goes out of his hand. And Kyle Schwarber gets on with an infield single. There we go. So an infield single by Kyle Schwarber. That's how we start off the bottom of the first. JJ, was there a delay? Yes, they honored David Montgomery, to go into the Phillies Wall of Fame. He was their former president. And they had a whole ceremony. The pitch, that's taken wide for a ball. Turner's average now at 309. It was at 297 a couple of days ago. The 1-0 pitch, that's in the dirt for ball 2. Turner is 5 for 12 against Mackenzie Gore with a pair of doubles and a pair of RBI as well. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch on the way. Line drive it out over to right field. And on the run to make the diving catch is Alex Call. And he just took away a base hit from Trea Turner. Call doing a good job at just laying down and extending his whole body. And made a really nice catch to take away at least a double from Trea Turner. He's a good athlete, man. We've seen him make a couple of mistakes, but overall he's a good athlete. So now it's Bryce Harper who comes up. He's 5 for 17 against Mackenzie Gore. And the pitch looks a little bit inside, and it was for ball 1. Gore does have a 4.50 ERA, 130 strikeouts, and 120 innings. Was a part of the trade for Juan Soto. And the 1-0 pitch, and that is on the inside corner for strike 1 at the kneecaps. See the Harper emojis in the chat. Let's go. Harper has a patriotic bat with the red, white, and blue and the stars on the end of the bat. Next pitch, and it's taken for ball 2. 185 people tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. 2 balls, 1 strike. Schwarber on over at first. No score so far, and the next pitch is swung on and missed. It was a slider that was heading towards the dirt. It's an even count now at 2 apiece. Big spot here for Bryce. 2-2 pitch, and that's a line drive caught over at first, and, well, Schwarber's going to get doubled up. It was hit sharply over on the nose. Yepes was just right there at the right time and gets an unassisted double play as Schwarber's doubled off, and the inning is over. So the Phillies get a leadoff single, and then Trea Turner gets robbed on a base hit on a nice diving catch by Alex Call, and Bryce Harper lines out to first into an unassisted double play. And we head to the top of the second, no score at Citizens Bank Park. All right. So again, I'm going to ask this question. We have 194 people tuning in. I want to know which of these rotations, which of these starting rotations would you prefer to have once everybody's healthy? If there's a choice that you don't like on here, and if there's one that you would really, really love, comment down below and let me know. My favorite is Wheeler, Nola, Ranger, and Sanchez when they're all healthy. However, I also understand that Ranger is not healthy right now. So Wheeler, Nola, Sanchez, and Ranger is also okay to me. Though that's the rotation that I would go with. But some of you have said Nola, Wheeler, Ranger, and Sanchez. I'd like to hear your explanation as to why. Just out of curiosity. So the Phillies are taking on the Washington Nationals. Money line, according to FanDuel, for Washington is at plus 172. And for the Phillies, it's at minus 225. Over-under tonight is set at 7.5 runs. The over is at minus 128, and the under is at minus 102. Sanchez kicks and deals. And that is chopped foul to James Wood, who got on base 4 times in last night's game. Batting over on the left side. 0-1 pitch. And that is low and away for a ball. James Wood, of course, was also a part of the Juan Soto trade. Next pitch is taken low for a ball. He's 21 years old. Made his debut for the Nationals back on July 1st. 2-1 pitch, and he fouls that off of his back kneecap. That's now a 2-2 count. Phillies, of course, we mentioned that they honored David Montgomery today. Lila Tomei, who's Jim Tomei's daughter, got to sing the national anthem tonight. I thought she did a pretty good job. Wanted to make sure I gave her a shout out. The pitch popped up, hit out over towards left field. Wes Wilson gets under it, and will make the catch. And so Wood is retired. Talk a little bit about David Montgomery and what he provided to the Phillies organization. But the biggest thing that happened in that ceremony that was unveiled, besides Montgomery's plaque, as the next pitch is chopped over to third base, Bohm digs it out, throws it on the run, and it is in time to get Chaparro. Phillies did announce that in left center field, that it would be called Monty's Angle, the angular wall. That's where the State Farm sign is. That was the vision, according to Tim Kelly, of David Montgomery. It's cool. I like that. Monty's Angle. How do you feel about that? 1-0 pitch. High bouncer, hit over to shortstop. Turner flips it over to first sidearm, and Ildemaro Vargas is retired. So 6 up and 6 down as Christopher Sanchez, so far so good. We head to the bottom of the second. No score in Philadelphia. So how do we feel about that, guys? How do we feel about Monty's Angle? Do we like that name out in left center field? I think it's cool. I do. I've always wondered why that spot never really had a name, and I think it's so fitting. I do. Monty's Angle, in honor of David Montgomery. So now I got to get used to calling that, and we're going to try to implement that in tonight's game. So that'll be kind of cool. Just had some breaking news that Rich Hill not the pitcher Rich Hill, but a 19-year... Oh, yes, it is. The Red Sox just signed Rich Hill to a minor league deal. First I thought it said 19-year-old, but it said 19-year MLB veteran. This is according to MLB Trade Rumors, and they do a really good job on their Twitter channel. Rich Hill. Hardcore for All says most definitely. I really like the name. I think it's so cool. I do. Number 42, like Smash, Dixon Way. Have a great stream. I hope you do too, man. I hope you do too. No, you have a late one tonight. Rich Hill, man. How about that? There's the plaque of David Montgomery. Served with the Phillies as the president from 1997 to 2014. Bottom of the second, and now it's Alec Bohm's coming up to bat. And the first pitch to Bohm is bounced foul. It was a curveball thrown by Mackenzie Gore. So on the plaque for David Montgomery, it's really cool. You should go check it out. It's on social media. But if you're not on social media, it has David Montgomery, a picture of him, and his name underneath that. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball. Hit out over towards center field, and it will be caught for out number 1 by Jacob Young. It says that he was inducted in 2024. And then underneath that, it gives a little bio, and part of it says, a Philadelphia native spent 48 years, quote, rising from ticket office representative to club president and CEO. Led effort to build Citizens Bank Park, which transformed the franchise and set a National League record of 27 straight sellouts. The pitch to Castellanos. Line drive, hit out over to left field, and Wood is there to make the diving catch. And there's 2 gone. So the Nationals defense has been stepping up so far in this game. Trea Turner got robbed on a base hit on a nice diving catch by Alex Call back in the bottom of the first. And Harper lined into a double play over at first base. It was hit sharply just right at the first baseman, Luis Garcia Jr. So 2 outs, bottom of the second, and JT is up to bat. And the first pitch is taken at the kneecaps for strike 1. David Montgomery was born on June 26th of 1946. And he died on May 8th of 2019. The pitch on the way. It's taken for a ball, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike to JT Realmuto. Served as chairman and minority owner and president of the Philadelphia Phillies. Pitch, and that is taken for strike 2. It's been recognized, of course, by the Mural Arts Program, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Philadelphia, and the Schuylkill Center for Environmental Education. And what's really cool is that Daisy Field, which is where he grew up playing baseball, was renamed for him in 2018. 1-2 pitch. And that is taken at the knees for a called third strike. And a 1-2-3 inning by Mackenzie Gore as we head to the top of the third. Still no score in Philadelphia. That baseball field that we were talking about for David Montgomery was renamed for him in 2018. But he was honored by Fairmount Park Conservancy as the recipient of the Centennial Award for Civic Leadership. Also was able to be the 5th winner of the Buck O'Neil Lifetime Achievement Award back on March 5th of 2020. That award is, of course, presented by the National Baseball Hall of Fame. And it's given to people who enhance baseball's positive image on quote-unquote society, who broadens the game's appeal, and whose integrity and dignity are comparable to the namesake of the award, John Jordan Buck O'Neil. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. Edward says J.J. Jean Segura was picked up by Baltimore and is in Norfolk. Yes. Talked a little bit about that last night. It's wild. How many homers does Bohm have since competing in the home run derby? A couple. I can give you the exact numbers if you just give me a few seconds. Putting me on the spot here. Love it. I should know. Dorothy says their final score prediction is 7-3 Phils. Just 2. Just 2 homers. Aaron Rowand is in the booth with T-Mac and John Kruk. Missy Sports Philadelphia just gave a little nice tribute video to the catch that he made out in center field where he broke his nose. 0-1 pitch. That is taken up high and inside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Riley Adams is up to bat. And he takes the next pitch just at the knees, but it's called a ball. Of course, after he made that catch, Aaron Rowand was quoted for saying an incredible quote that's obviously remembered by a lot of people in the city of Philadelphia. For who? My teammates. For what? To win. That catch that he made was on May 11th of 2006. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch fouled away. Tyler says, crazy how our principal owner, John Middleton, was the formerly owner of Black and Mild Company. Did you know? Learn something new every day. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Adams in the box. Sanchez on the bump. And the 3-2 pitch. And there's a little hopper that's hit over to second base. Sosa has to throw it on the run. And it is in time. Just went over the glove of Christopher Sanchez. And Sosa had to go charging for the baseball. So Adams grounds out. And it's Luis Garcia Jr. who's up to bat. How's everybody doing? Comment down below. The pitch by Sanchez is a fastball that's right down the hatch for strike 1 at 95 miles per hour. Garcia Jr. hitting .292. Leads the team in batting average. Also leads the team in second in home runs. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball deflected off the glove of Sanchez. Throw over to first by Trea Turner. It's just in time. And Luis Garcia Jr. is out by maybe a quarter of a step. So 8 men up and 8 men down. Sanchez almost fielded it perfectly, but Turner was right on over there as it deflected off of Christopher Sanchez's glove, and he made an excellent throw over to first. Pitch on the way, and that is taken for a ball to Jacob Young. One-oh pitch. Grounder hit over to shortstop. Turner has it, flips it over to first, and all 9 batters have been retired by Christopher Sanchez. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Still no score out in Philadelphia. Phillies are going to send 7, 8, and 9 to the plate when they return. All right. Hopefully you're all doing well. Got 207 people tuning in. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. And it is time now for On This Day in Phillies history. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys subscribe as well. Turn on the notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, or an Eagles game. We also do podcasts on here as well. And yeah, on this day, Richie Ashburn back in 1957, so it was August 17th of 1957, according to Broad and Pattison, hits the same spectator with 2 foul balls in the same at-bat. The first one broke Alice Roth's nose, and the second one hit her while she was being removed from the stands on a stretcher. Can you believe that? What are the odds of that happening? It's really, really wild. In 1972, on this day, Steve Carlton won his 15th consecutive decision by beating the Cincinnati Reds by a final score of 9-4, and at the time, it set a team record. Who else, or what else happened? In 1894, on this day, the Phillies ended up beating Louisville by a final score of 29-4. Both teams combined for a record of 44 hits, and 36 of them were by the Phillies. And one of the guys that hit for the cycle, you guessed it, Sam Thompson. We talked about him last night. He hit for the cycle and adds another 2 singles. So he was 6 for 6 that day. And 3 other Phillies each had 5 hits. The pitch on the way and is taken for a strike. Always learn something. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wes Wilson. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pretty interesting stuff. Today's Brett Myers and Chad Quall's birthdays. Brett Myers born in 1980. So that makes him now 44 years old. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kenzie Gore on the bump. 21 pitches so far. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. There's no score. Wes Wilson is leading off the inning. And the 2-2 is inside and low for ball 3. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe as well, guys. Payoff pitch. There's a line drive hit out over to right field for a base hit, and the Phillies are able to break the ice. That is the 2nd hit today for Philadelphia, but Wes Wilson able to start things off in the bottom of the 3rd the right way for Philadelphia. They put the sign of Monty's angle right above the 409 marker out in left center, by the way. Pitch on the way to Edmundo Sosa. Grounder hit over to shortstop. The underhanded throw over the second. There's 1, and the throw back over to first. Not in time. So Wilson is out over at second, and Sosa is aboard over at first. John Fowley just tweeted out, well, now that Wes Wilson is singled, he needs a double, a triple, and a homer to complete the cycle. Ha, ha, ha. Comes Yohan Rojas. He was pinched hit in last night's game in the bottom of the 9th for Cal Stevenson, who would set things up, and Kyle Schwarber was able to get on with a walk. And then Trea Turner got the walk-off base hit. First pitch is in there at the knees for a strike. Gore does get set at the belt and fires the next pitch, and that's on the outside edge of the plate for strike 2. Happy birthday also to Tony Barron. The ball's 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the 3rd. And the pitch to Rojas, and he fouls it back over towards the screen. Charge! Gore with 27 pitches. The ball's 2 strikes. And the next pitch on the way is way outside. It was a curveball. Mackenzie Gore is 25 years old. He's from Wilmington, North Carolina. He has a 7-10 record, as we mentioned before, and a 1.57 whip. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And Yohan Rojas strikes out on a high slider. That's the 2nd out of the inning. This is Gore's 3rd season. Now I'll have to face Kyle Schwarber. The pitch on the way. That is in the dirt. And it almost bounced away from Riley Adams. The count is 1-0. Let's see the Schwarber emojis in the chat. Come on, people. Kyle Schwarber's just 2 for 9 with 6 walks and 4 strikeouts against Mackenzie Gore. The 1-0. Check swing, did he go? And, well, Mark Ripperger says, yes, sir, he did. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. Phillies are in their white and red pinstripes. Have the red Phillies letters painted across the chest. And the high Red Sox. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and the throw over the second base is not in time. And Edmundo Sosa is now in scoring position. So good action on the bases. Edmundo Sosa able to get a stolen base. And the Phillies definitely could use that. Now you just got to get a base hit. And a single can give them the lead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch to Schwarber. And that should have been called a strike. It was a slider on the inside corner. Perfect pitch by Gore. And Schwarber got away with one. Came in at 90 miles per hour. 2-2 to Schwarber. And he flies this one out over to left field. It's looking foul and goes out of play. .34 pitches for Mackenzie Gore. Bottom of the third, no score. The 2-2 to Schwarber is in the dirt for ball 3. So that makes the count now 3-2. What's up, Darth? How was the game the last couple of days? Kyle's batting .333 with 2 outs and with runners in scoring position. He's looking to try to get on here and give the Phillies a 1-0 lead at least. And, well, we have disengagement over at second base. No throw made, though, by Gore. And Sosa just walks back over to the bag. Up next is Trea Turner. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Line drive caught over at second base. And the inning is over. Luis Garcia Jr. just there at the right time. And we head to the top of the 4th. Still no score at Citizens Bank Park. Okay. Good stuff. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. 262 people on here watching. We have a really, really nice crowd on here. As always, you're more than welcome to give feedback on here. What can we do better? What do we do a good job at? What can we improve on? Whether it's the style of the play-by-plays. I'm always looking to get better at things. Whether it's sound effects or something with the visuals, let us know. I'm always looking to get better. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that on here, you're also more than welcome to email me at jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. I'm going to drop that down below. And I'll throw one more thing at you as well. Okay, if you want to become a member of our channel, it is $2.99 a month. You get access to special emojis. You also get really cool podcasts on here as well. I am going to start on Monday. I'm going to have my very first membership podcast only. And we're going to try to do that at least once a week. So that'll be really cool. And you also get early access to some of my podcasting videos. And we're going to try to do some more of that as well. I'm going to drop the link down below. You're also more than welcome to gift a membership as well. So here we go. It's going to be a long night. It's going to be cool, though. Right? I'm happy to see you guys. So there's the membership link. More than welcome to click that down below. And become a member and a sponsor for our channel today. Christopher Sanchez will head out there for his fourth frame. And pitch number 1 is swung on and missed. It was a check swing, but no appeal was made. The ball is 1 strike. And the next pitch is taken in the dirt for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch from Christopher Sanchez. There's a fly ball hit out over to right field. Castellanos goes back towards the track, looks up, and it's gone. So Alex Call able to break what was a 1-for-9 streak, or a 1-for-9 slump, excuse me. And he goes the opposite way and gives the Nationals a 1-0 lead. And the Nationals are on the board. That's the first hit allowed to by Christopher Sanchez. It was a hanger, and Call certainly got a hold of it. Call is heading into today. He's 20 for 55 in just the month of August, which equals a .364 batting average. The ball is 1 strike to Abrams, and the pitch. High bouncer, hit over towards the mound. Sanchez throws it over to first, and the first out is made. For Christopher Sanchez, well, he allowed, that's the 5th homer that he has allowed this season. Now we'll have to face Juan Yepes. Call before that home run this season against the Phils was just 1-for-9. In those 2 games, he did not play in the first series. Pitch on the way, and that is swung on and missed. So 2 swings and a miss by Christopher Sanchez, and the at-bat to Yepes. And the next pitch, and that is bounced foul towards the third base side. O2 pitch on the way. Ground ball, hit back over towards the mound once again, and Christopher Sanchez fields it on a bounce, flips it back over to first, and there's 2 away. That's now the 3rd ground out that Sanchez has had to field all by himself. And up to bat is James Wood. Pitch, and that's taken inside and high for a ball. This is the 949th time that the Phillies have met the Nationals in their franchise history. 1-0 pitch. Popped up, hit out over to left field, and Wes Wilson is there to make the catch. And the inning is over. Bottom of the 4th coming up. And it's 1-0 Washington as Turner, Harper, and Bohm are due up in the order. All right, so we're going to the bottom of the 4th right now. All right, so I'm going to put the camera on me for a second. First of all, in case you are just tuning in, right, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell icons. You're also more than welcome to donate to the channel. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. And we also do podcasts for all 3 on here as well. We try to put in our heart and soul to what we do. All right. So guys, I need your help. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. You ever go back to school and have like those butterflies in your stomach on like your first day back at school, whether you're a teacher or whether you're a student? I ask that because I went to, for those of you that don't know, I did start doing, I got a part-time producing job over at 97.3 ESPN in Atlantic City. And I am going to be doing a couple of segments tomorrow. All right, I've been back and I trained, produced or just learned about producing, and tomorrow I sort of get my my feet wet and get some hands-on experience. But I'm going to be on the air for a couple of segments, and I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, so I would really appreciate it if you all can just just give me some advice on what to do. Of course, like I've done this before, and it's like riding a bike, but I could definitely use some advice. And yeah, so I would really appreciate that down below. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm just a little bit nervous. Radio is fun. Bottom of the fourth, 1-0 Washington. And Trea Turner is up to bat. And the pitch. And that is taken for a strike. Lou says my advice is just to focus on the task. The one pitch. And that is outside for a ball. Because you're comfortable in the task. Ignore where it is and who it's for. I like that. 1 ball, 1 strike to Trea Turner. And the next pitch is in the dirt. So Mackenzie Gore is still out there on the bump. The Nationals do lead at 1-0. They got a solo homer from Alex Call in the top of the fourth. That was off of Christopher Sanchez. Two balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And that's going to make the count now 2-2. Going prepared, says Hardcore, and you will hit on all cylinders. I just got to be myself. Sometimes you overthink things, And I just got to be me. 2-2. That's outside for ball 3. I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. But I'm a little bit nervous, and that's a good thing. 3-2 pitch, and that is way inside for ball 4. And Trea Turner gets on with a leadoff walk to start off the bottom of the fourth. Now it's Bryce Harper who's coming up to bat. Lined into a double play his last time up, and he's looking for some redemption. Charge! Here we go, Harper up to bat. And the first pitch is a curveball that's upstairs. Got 245 people tuning in. Lou says perfection does not exist. Be yourself. That's a good piece of advice. Throw back over to first. Not in time to get Trea Turner. Every teacher in America is getting sad panda right now, says Darth Pooh. The 1-0 to Bryce Harper. There's a chopper hit over to second. This will probably be 2. The throw over to shortstop, there's 1. And the throw over to first is in time for a 4-6-3 double play. So there's 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. And Harper grounds into a 4-6-3 double play. And now Bohm comes up with the bases empty. Lou says every person would define quote-unquote perfect differently. Connecting with an audience is the same as taste in food. People have different tastes. No one can be JJ except you, though. So just be the best JJ. It's pretty deep. I like that. I like that a lot. The ball is 1 strike to Alec Bohm. And the pitch. And there's a foul ball hit over towards the third base side. Don't let perfect be the enemy of damn good. I appreciate this, guys. The ball's 2 strikes to Bohm. And the next pitch is low for a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, bottom of the 4th, 2 outs, nobody on base. Nationals lead at 1-0 against the Phils. They only provided 3 runs in last night's game. They had a 2-0 lead, and then Estevez blew the save in the top of the 9th. But then Turner walked it off in the bottom of the 9th. Next pitch on the way, and that is taken low. The count's now 2-2. Scott says, "Hey there, JJ. Wishing you all the best of luck with your new job. Never mind the butterflies. Just have fun, mate. You'll be fine." Thank you. 2-2 pitch on the way. That is way inside and low for ball 3. Bohm looking to continue his on-base streak. 3-2 pitch, and that is just low, and he does. 35 games in a row for Alec Bohm getting on base. And it was a pretty close call, but Bohm maybe got the better end of the stick. And he gets on with a 2-out walk. So congratulations to Alec Bohm. Pitch to Castellanos. Line drive it out over towards the right center field gap, and Alec Bohm is going to be rounding third. Call with the throw. It's cut off, and Bohm will score. And Nick Castellanos ties it back on an opposite field RBI double. Punch, counter punch. That thing was smoked out to right center field, and it just went all the way over towards the Hatfield sign out in right center. And Nick Castellanos continues to hit the baseball very well. How about Bohm with the hustle from first to home? Now it's JT who comes up, and the pitch. That is taken for a strike at the knees. So we're tied 1-1. The ball is 1 strike. Realmuto up to bat. And there's a line drive. It's a foul ball. Hit over towards the right side. JT batting .252. He did strike out in the second, so he's 0 for 1 today. Gore looks back at second. And the 0-2 pitch, and that is on the inside corner for a called strike 3. And Realmuto is down on strikes. So we head to the top of the 5th as Castellanos ties it back 1-1 on the RBI opposite field double. As Bohm does score, and we go to the top of the 5th, all knotted up at 1 apiece. So anybody else have any advice for me for tomorrow? I'm all ears. Any more pieces of wisdom for me for tomorrow? I'm very excited, you know. It's cool. But, you know, I bring this up, and I'm not really afraid to do it because, look, I don't know if you guys listen to radio. I still like to listen to radio. And Mike Missinelli just got a show back on 97.5 The Fanatic. And, you know, the one thing that he said was that he was a little bit nervous during this first show. You know, he's sitting back in the chair. He had a show from drive time, 2 to 6, and now he's doing 10 to 2, and it's been like a couple of years since he's been back on the radio. And he sort of had the jitters as well, and he was open to talk about that. So I think that it's nice to sort of open up about those things because I know it's like riding a bike. It's cool. But, yeah, I'm just a little bit nervous. Cheryl says you have integrity, knowledge, and you love sports, so just shine and let people get to appreciate who you are. Best wishes, and I'll pray for you. Yeah, I'll have to post the link to the to the show for tomorrow. I'm just gonna be on for a couple of segments. I'm not gonna be on for like the full thing, but it'll be cool. It'll be really cool. JJ, you do an awesome job on here, and you're going to be amazing there. Thank you. Appreciate it. And we're not gonna stop on here, guys. I hope you know that. We're gonna still keep doing content on here. The pitch on the way in there is taken for a strike. Now, there may be a couple of games where I, have to come home and I'm a little bit late. That may happen, especially with some of the football games early on. But we're going to do the best that we can because we signed up for this. And we're going to try. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. That is taken for strike 2. It's a sinker at the knees at 95 miles per hour. Abolish the ATF and repeal the NFA, says. What's going on, man? Just do what you do best, JJ. You already do a great job, so just do what you're used to. Yeah. Let the topic lead you. Play-by-play with JJ. It's good. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Chaparro. Andres Chaparro. Grounded out to third in the second. And the next pitch, and that is taken low for a ball. I'm excited for the chemistry for sure. That's going to be a lot of fun. Chemistry on the radio takes a little bit of time, and I know that. But it's also really exciting. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. And Christopher Sanchez does get a strikeout. And that's his first strikeout of the game. There you go. Odemero Vargas is coming up to bat. So 1 out, top of the 5th. It's still 1-1. And the next pitch is outside for a ball. We'd love to support you. Nerves go away when you become comfortable, so settle in and have fun. Yeah. Once the headsets are on, I think I'll be fine. It's just talking to myself, That's the big thing. I'll say a prayer for you. Thank you. We're going to be good. 2-0 pitch. There's a high bouncer. Hit over to shortstop. Turner digs it out. Throws over to first. And Vargas is just barely out. Nice play again by Turner. He's made some really good plays over at shortstop. And able to make a good sidearm throw over to first. The only hit that was allowed by Christopher Sanchez was the solo homer, and that was hit by Alex Call. Two gone, top of the 5th, and the pitch. And that is inside for a ball. David says, you do an amazing job, JJ. You will be on the radio in a couple of years. Want to do both, man. 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch on the way. Line drive caught over by Bryce Harper in between first and second base. And that's now the 4th 1-2-3 inning by Christopher Sanchez today. So Adams lines out to Harper, and the inning comes to an end. Bottom of the 5th coming up for the Fightins. Still tied at 1 apiece. Let's see. If you don't have butterflies, you're not in the game. It's true. That is true. So while we're on this topic, right? I thought it'd be kind of cool to get your guys' opinion on something else, right? So, not related to sports talk radio, okay? I want to know the name of your favorite radio station, okay? If you don't listen to the radio, you can talk about your favorite podcast, okay? But what's your favorite radio station, whether it was growing up, now, or, if you had a time where you just could not stop listening to a specific radio station? That's not sports related. Not sports related. It could be other talk shows or news. Mine, I used to love listening to 93.7. WSTW is a really good one. I like 102.9 MGK. That's a really good one too. B101 is another one that I have up there. But yeah, not a sports station. Let me know down below. All right, so here comes Wes Wilson. Wilson will lead off the bottom of the fifth. Eagles now, Broads, and play-by-play with JJ, of course. Here we go. The pitch on the way, and there's a ground ball back up the middle for a base hit, and Wes Wilson gets on with his second base hit. And, well, he gets on with a leadoff single for the second time today. Good job by Wes. So he had a leadoff single back in the bottom of the third, out to right field, and this time he singles up the middle. Comes Edmundo Sosa, and the pitch is outside and high. Throw over the second base is dropped by Garcia Jr., and Wes Wilson swipes second. That was a beautiful throw made by Riley Adams, and it just went out of the glove as soon as Garcia Jr. was tagging Wes Wilson over on the forearm. Nice play. And Wilson is now in scoring position. How about that? Let's see again. Did he lose? Yeah, he did. 1-0 pitch to Sosa. Fly ball hit out over to left field. It's not that deep, and not even flinching to make the catch is James Wood for out number one. And going back to that play, Wilson actually had a pretty good jump there. It wasn't like it was a slow start. It was just a really good throw by Riley Adams. I thought it was a perfect throw. Just not dug out by Garcia Jr. properly. The pitch to Rojas, and that is taken in the dirt for ball one. So the Phillies have the go-ahead run, potential go-ahead run over in scoring position. 1 ball, no strikes. Wilson's on over at second base. And the 1-0 pitch, that is taken at the kneecaps for strike one. So we'll get to your stories. 105.7, the X in Lancaster is your favorite. What do they play? Like any radio station? Yeah, for sure. Dang, no one catches my podcast. You're more than welcome to drop your link down below, my guy. You should. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, bottom of the fifth. And the pitch on the way. It looked a little bit inside, but it's called strike 2 by Alfonso Marquez. Run, Darth Pooh. Robo-umps now. One ball, 2 strikes to Yohan Rojas. And the next pitch is inside at 95. So Gore's still pitching. 61 pitches in 4 1/3 so far. We're knotted up at 1 apiece. It's a 2-2 count to Yohan Rojas. Wilson is over at second base, got on with a single, and then stole second base. And the next pitch on the way, check swing, did Rojas go? And the first base umpire says he did, and it did look like it. So Alfonso Marquez rules Yohan Rojas down on strikes, and there's the fourth punch out today by Mackenzie Gore. The good news, though, is that Kyle Schwarber is coming up to bat. I have a lot to catch up on. And we'll get there. Here's Schwarber up to bat. And the first pitch to Kyle nearly hit him. And it's a 1-0 count. See the Schwarbomb emojis in the chat, guys. Charge! The 1-0 pitch to Schwarber. It's a slider that catches the edge of the plate for strike one. Abolish the ATF and repeal the NFA says, when I was a younger teen, my brother and me used to stay up all night and listen to Howard Stern in the morning. That's a good one. 1-1 pitch to Schwarber, and he fouls it away. Before my mom passed away, it was always 102.9 every day, all day, says Corey Cooper. Yeah, that's a good station. And Lou, we're definitely gonna read halftime. We're not gonna do it tonight. There's a couple of other streamers that I saw that are on that we haven't rated yet, and I want to make sure that we give them love. We've done halftime a couple of times, and don't worry, we're still gonna do Philly halftime, but it's rare that some of these other streamers are on, so I want to make sure that we give them some love. Next pitch, and that is outside for ball two. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. 292 people tuning in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch to Schwarber is away for ball 3. B101 is great as well. What's up, Corey? How you doing, man? Saw that you popped in last night. Forgot to say hi, though. It was just at a bad time. A lot of stuff was going on. It was the bottom of the 9th. 3-2 to Schwarber, swing and a miss, and Kyle gets down on one knee and got fooled on the slider. And we head to the top of the 6th. It's still a 1-1 game. Garcia Jr. will lead things off for the Nationals in the top of the 6th. Okay. What else do we got? All right, so shall we go rate somebody? We'll do it in the next half inning. All right, let me find... Where is Ryzen Rhino? He was alive. He was alive. I guess we just missed him. Too bad. There was one other person that was on, and I couldn't figure out. I don't know who it was. All right, we'll find him. All right. I listened to mostly sports talk. My college girlfriend was obsessed with Q102. We even went to the club, the DJ'd at Saturday night once. Or then DJ'd? You got the DJ. Wasn't really my thing, but she was so into it, and I went. That was wild. Scott says, "Hey JJ, I trained and worked in radio for a few years. It was great fun. I also had the perfect head for radio. The only issue was that I kept back announcing 4 songs as foreplay." That's cool, Scott. That's cool, man. Radio backgrounds are awesome, you know? And I love radio. It's so much fun. I did a lot of radio stuff when I was in college. All right, so top of the 6th inning. We'll go rate somebody in the bottom of the 6th. That's what we'll do. What else do we got? The first pitch, and that's taken for a strike. How can you not be romantic about baseball? Oh, it's a beautiful game. The ball is 1 strike. There's Chris Wheeler. Fields looks good, man. He does. 1-1 pitch, and that is low for ball 2. It was a changeup thrown by Christopher Sanchez. Boy, do I miss I miss Chris Wheeler. I thought he was a really good color commentator. 2-1 pitch on the way. Grounder. Hit over to second base. Gobbled up by Sosa. And the throw over to first is in time. So Garcia is retired. He is grounded out twice. This game is going fast. It is. So far. And Jacob Young is going to be coming up to bat. Chris is only at 53 pitches. Not Chris Wheeler. Christopher Sanchez. Pitch on the way. And that is bunted foul. So we talked a little bit about David Montgomery. He was honored today as a inductee to the Phillies Wall of Fame. Was their president and CEO for the Phils. That's quite a resume, as we talked about earlier. 0-1 pitch. And that is fouled away on a changeup. Won the Buck O'Neil Lifetime Achievement Award back in 2020. A section of the wall now out in left center field now reads Monty's Angle. So that's where the State Farm sign is. 1-1. Top of the 6th. And 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sanchez winds up and fires. And it's chopped foul. David Montgomery, I don't know if you guys knew this, along with co-owner Bill Giles, purchased the team in 1981 for $30 million. And the next pitch, and that is fouled away. And today, that's equal to $101 million. Giles originally was the primary owner, and then named David Montgomery executive vice president of the team. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Grounder hit over to third base. Bohm has it, flips it over to first, and there's 2 away. And then it was in 1997 when Bill Giles left, and he became chairman and focused on negotiating for a new stadium for the team. And he wanted David Montgomery to replace him as a team president. And Montgomery became the first native of Philadelphia to run the club in over 60 years. Pitch on the way to call, and that's taken for a strike. So no balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch is right down the pipe for strike 2. But yeah, $30 million. That's how much Montgomery and Giles purchased the team for back in 1981. And again, as I mentioned, that's worth $101 million in today's money. Pitch on the way, and that is low for a ball. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, diving stop by Harper. And he gets up and tags the bag over at first. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. So that's now the 5th 1-2-3 inning by Christopher Sanchez. The only hit that he has allowed was an opposite field solo homer by Alex Call. And Call is retired to get the final out of the inning. All right. So let's go to one of our fellow streamers. You know what? We will do Philly halftime. I thought somebody else was on. I saw a couple people were live, but I guess that they're off right now. So we'll go say hi to Philly halftime. All right? Let's go say hi. We'll say hi to Philly halftime. I'm going to drop the link down below. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, guys. I'd appreciate that.
All right.
All right.
Can the bats start coming alive?
Let's go.
The defense on both teams right
KGB's
now are playing
there.
really
David's
damn
there.
good. But like I said, it's a pitching duel right now.
What's going on?
That's what's going on. What's good, Dave? JJ Raid. Thank you so much,
baby.
KGB. What's good? What's up, JJ? Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you.
Let's go, baby.
Thank you so much, JJ Raid. Appreciate you guys.
That's great.
Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for coming out.
Of course. It's crazy. Daniel says...
Love you, man. JJ, you're awesome.
Oh, thank you,
man.
man.
I always say, one day I hope I'm good as you. What's good, John? JJ Raid, thank you. I appreciate you.
Wow. That's high praise from him. I love his channel, man. I do. The ball is one strike, and the pitch to Trea Turner is fouled away. My dad went on the M-Track today. I was excited to go, but was like $800 a piece, and I was a little under the weather. Wow. 0-2 pitch on the way, and that is fouled off. 183. How many likes do we have on here? 183? Do we have 183 likes? How many likes? Did we even get to 100? We're at 96. Come on, guys. Let's go. 0-2 pitch. And that is way up high and inside for a ball. Gore still pitching. It's 1-1 in the bottom of the sixth. Both teams scored in each half of their fourth. And the pitch is taken low for ball two. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. I like this. We got a quiet chat tonight. It's cool. It's a very chill chat. It's great. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch to Trea Turner. Fly ball hit out over to left field, and that's going to go all the way towards the wall. And Turner's going to cruise on into second base. He just continues to hit the baseball very, very well. And he gets on with a double, a leadoff double here in the bottom of the sixth. And here comes Bryce Harper to bat. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Charge! So now it's Bryce Harper who's up to bat. No outs, bottom of the sixth, and a runner on over at second. And the pitch to Harper, and he chops it foul over towards the first base side. Harper has lined into a double play and has grounded into a double play. That's what he's done today so far. 0-1 pitch. That is fouled away. According to John Boy Media, Bryce Harper's kids designed his bats for Players Weekend. And they look pretty cool. The one that he has now at the plate, that's pretty cool as well. 0-2 pitch, and that is fouled off. He had the patriotic bat. Now he has the fanatic bat with a montage of fanatics and a lot of green. And a little bit of red, too. 0-2 is the count to Bryce Harper. And the pitch. There's a line drive down the left field line. It is a foul ball. Thought it was looking foul, and then he sort of got a late start. Who's the winner? We don't have a winner yet. It's tied 1-1. We got a scoreboard up here. The ball's 2 strikes. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Phillies are threatening to score with Trea Turner over at second. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and Bryce Harper strikes out. And Mackenzie Gore records his 6th strikeout of the day. And Harper is hitless in 3 at-bats. Whew. $295 people tuning in. Let's get to 295 likes. Come on, man. Now it's Alec Bohm who's coming up. Let's see the Bohm emojis in the chat in the first pitch, and that is fouled off the mask of the catcher, Riley Adams. And that mask came flying off. Oof. Look out. Just got a little piece of it off the end of the bat. The ball is 1 strike. Bohm is 0 for 1. And the pitch on the way, and that is taken for strike 2. Gore looks back at second and now back to the plate. And the 0-2 pitch, and that is fouled away. Charge! Bohm's average is at 296. And he has 13 homers and 84 RBI. The 0-2 pitch to Bohm. And he just bounces it foul. He almost lost his balance. Royals are slaughtering the Reds. It's 12-0 out in Cincinnati. It's in the bottom of the 4th. 0-2 pitch, and that is in the dirt. Good block by Riley Adams, and the count is now 1-2. Bohm is tied for 9th in Major League Baseball in RBI with 84, and he's also 13th in batting average with a 296 average. 1-2 pitch on the way. That's a breaking ball in the dirt once again. It was a changeup and another nice block by Adams. We have 329 people tuning in. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. 28 more subs until we get to 3,900. Bohm is batting .311 with runners in scoring position, and the Phillies are looking to threaten and take a lead. 2-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball towards the right side. Past the diving stop of the second baseman, Garcia Jr., and coming in to score is Trea Turner. It's 2-1 on Alec Bohm's ground ball RBI single to right field. Just put it in a really good spot, and when he's going the opposite way, that's a sign of very good things to come, and Bohm has definitely done that. He leads the team in opposite field base hits and has been the most consistent hitter for Philadelphia. So that's going to make it 2-1, and Castellanos is up. He tied it up his last time up, and the toss back over to first is not in time. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. You're also more than welcome to donate to the channel as well. That's RBI number 85 on the season by Bohm. And the pitch to Castellanos. Line drive hit out over to left field for a base hit. And Bohm is going to head on over to second. And Castellanos gets on with a single. And the guy that's coming up now is JT Realmuto. And the Phillies still lead it 2-1. Let's go. All right. Let's go, baby. I better see some rally towels in the chat, guys. Give me some rally towels, baby. Come on. And time called on the mound. So JT, who was struck out looking twice today against Mackenzie Gore, is going to come on up to the plate. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. We have a new Castellanos emoji. You're more than welcome to use that. And the first pitch to JT is way inside for ball one. We got some new emojis tonight, guys. Dude, we got some new ones. It's pretty awesome. Here's the Castellanos one. 1-0 pitch. That is taken for ball two. Just downstairs. Those are Castellanos emojis. The 2-0 to JT. Line drive back up the middle for a base hit. And rounding third and coming in to score is Bohm. And the Phillies add on to their lead. It's 3-1 on the RBI single by JT Realmuto. And Castellanos goes over to second base. And now all of a sudden, Mackenzie Gore just not able to get any Philly out right now. Well, he did get one, but the Phillies are batting around him. That's back-to-back-to-back singles. 3-1 Phils, and here comes Wes Wilson. And the pitch on the way, ground ball hit over to third base, and the flip over the second, there's one, and that's all that they're going to get. It's a fielder's choice ground out, and going over to third base is Castellanos. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit the notification bell icons. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. That's what we do on here, man. Edmundo Sosa will try to get a crack at it right now. Two outs. Bottom of the sixth. It's 3-1 Philadelphia. And the pitch to Sosa. Line drive into right field for a base hit. And Castellanos will score. And the Phillies have scored 3 runs here in the bottom of the sixth inning on RBI singles by Bohm, Realmuto, and Edmundo Sosa, who's over at first base. Another one. That was a screamer that was just hit in between first and second base. And that's going to be it for Mackenzie Gore. So the runners at first and second are still his responsibility. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change as Gore, his night is done. There we go. And Yohan Rojas will be coming up to bat. He's the 8th man to come on up in this inning. Beautiful stuff. 28 more subscribers until we get to 3,900. What are y'all waiting for? Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. We've been on here for 21 months, guys. 21 months. And we've been doing Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, and Eagles football. Try to give you the play-by-play almost every single day. That's what we do. We are passionate, we are dedicated, and we love each and every one of you. We're having a conversation about motorcycles in the chat. Wow, that's random. 200 is just unbelievable. Oh, we're talking about speed. They're like a diesel. Slow start, and when they go, says Serena, trying to tie the motorcycles into this. It's funny. That's funny. Bottom of the sixth, 4-1 Philadelphia. 2 outs and 2 runners on base. How many likes do we have, Mod Squad? How many likes? Comment down below. Actually, I just found out we have 111 likes. And answer the poll as well. Orioles and Red Sox are still in a rain delay. Wow. Joe LaSorsa is going to be making his major league debut now with the Washington Nationals. In 42 games in the minors this season, LaSorsa has posted a 2.25 earned run average in 56 innings of work. 41 strikeouts, 11 walks allowed, and 7 homers. Pitch to Yohan Rojas, and the next one is fouled away. Yohan has struck out twice. He's been one of the hottest hitters for the Phils. His average sits at 243. LaSorsa gets set at the belt. Glances back at second, now back to the plate, and the 0-1 misses low and in. Phillies crushed the Nationals on Thursday night by a score of 13-3. They walked it off last night and won 3-2. And they lead it 4-1 in this game. The pitch to Rojas. Fly ball hit out over to left field, and that is a foul ball. Just a little bit early. That one right down the pipe. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Rojas is low and away for ball 2. Yohan is on a 4-game hitting streak. The 2-2 pitch. Good eye. It was a slider that was down. And the count is now full. He has also scored 3 runs in his last 3 games. 3-2 pitch on the way. Line drive hit out to center field for a base hit, and the Phillies are going to get another run. It's Wes Wilson. He'll score. And stopping over at third base is Edmundo Sosa. And Yohan Rojas able to make it a 5-1 lead. 4 RBI singles in this inning for the Fightins. And they just continue to bat around. And guess who's coming up? It is Kyle Schwarber. Let's go. How about the Phils with their hitting? All right, runners at the corners. First pitch to Schwarber, and he just swung on and missed at a sinker that was right down the middle. For strike 1. The ball is 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber, and runners on over at the corners. And we have a toss back over to first. Rojas is in a rundown. He'll go on over to second base. And I'm pausing because Sosa is over at third. What was he doing? Did he distract the runner? What just happened? Rojas was caught into a pickle, and I guess Sosa, who was off camera, sort of distracted Yepes and sort of made a mental error, and Rojas was able to dive into second. Well, the Phillies will take that. The next pitch is taken low and away for a ball. Whew. You see a lot of bizarre things here in this game. 2 runners in scoring position and 2 outs, and Kyle Schwarber is up to bat. And the 1-1 is low for ball 2. Rojas is now batting .333 in this month so far. 2 balls, 1 strike. The Schwarber, 2 runners in scoring position, and the 2-1 is barreled, but it's a foul ball. 4 RBI singles for the Phils, 1 by Bohm, 1 by JT, 1 by Sosa, and the other one by Rojas in this inning. They've scored 4 out of their 5 runs, and they're looking to hunt for some more. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch to Schwarber, swing and a miss, and Kyle Schwarber strikes out. But the Phillies send 9 men up to the plate and get 4 RBI singles to give them a 5-1 lead. And we head to the top of the 7th. It's 5-1 Phils. Good stuff. All right. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. What's up, MK Meets World? What's going on, man? What's up, Mitch? How you doing, dude? It's your new channel? That's nice. Let's add you on here as a moderator. Welcome on in, Mitch. How you doing, man? Where is it? What just happened? There it is. Add as a moderator. Standard. There we go. Good stuff. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. James Bond Flyers. What's going on, man? How you doing? Got 389 people tuning in. Royals have loaded the bases once again, and they lead it 12-0 against the Reds. Nick Lodolo lasted 3 1/3 of an inning, or 2 1/3, and allowed 8 earned runs on 8 hits. Then Farmer came on in relief and allowed 2 earned runs on 2 hits. And then Mole came on and allowed 2 earned runs on 2 hits as well. Pasquantino is 3 for 4. And Blanco is 3 for 3. Everybody in the Royals lineup already has a hit and at least 1 run scored. And Blanco has 7 RBIs, 3 for 3, with 2 homers, 2 runs scored, and 7 runs knocked in so far. The pitch on the way, top of the 7th. There's a fly ball hit out over towards the left center field side, and there to make the catch is Johan Rojas. Sanchez has recorded 18 outs tonight, 1 strikeout, 12 groundouts, and 5 flyouts. The pitch on the way, and that is taken wide for a ball. It was low and outside. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe as well. Phillies lead at 5-1. They scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th on RBI singles from JT Realmuto, Edmundo Sosa, Johan Rojas, and Alec Bohm. And the next pitch on the way, and that is tapped foul. It's now 13-0 Royals. 1-1 pitch. That is taken for strike 2, just on the inside corner. Christopher Sanchez with 68 pitches in 6 1/3 has only allowed 1 hit, and that was on the solo homer by Alex Call. And the pitch on the way. That is tapped foul right behind the plate. Again, feedback on here is always welcome. Always looking to for a feedback. 1-2 pitch. And that is wide again for ball 3. Vigilant Tracker, what's going on, man? Been following both the Phillies and the Little League World Series tournament. Good baseball all around. I forgot that's why people aren't on here either. 2-2 pitch. And there's a bouncer that's fouled once again. Bobby Witt Jr. is just 1 for 3 in that game. Two pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Christopher Sanchez with his second strikeout of the game. And Yepes goes down on strikes. Rack them up in the chat. We got 2. And there's 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Keep it clean in the chat, guys. Come on. 2 outs and the pitch. That looked like it was at the knees, but it's just a little bit low. Wood batting .285 with 4 homers and 27 runs knocked in. He went 4 for 4 in last night's game. Or 3 for 3, I should say, but got on base 4 times. The pitch, and that's inside for ball 2. Next pitch on the way. Looked a little bit inside, but it's a called strike. Two, 1 pitch on the way, and that is on the inside corner for strike 2. So in case you are just tuning in, if you want a little recap, House called a solo homer. That was the only hit allowed by Christopher Sanchez so far. Gave the Nationals a 1-0 lead in the top of the 4th as the 2-2 is swung on and missed. And Christopher Sanchez able to strike out James Wood and get back-to-back Ks as we go to the bottom of the 7th. The Phillies lead at 5-1. Wrong sound effect, but that's okay. Phillies would then tie it back in the bottom of the 4th on an RBI double by Nick Castellanos, and that caused Alec Bohm to score. And then in the bottom of the 6th, the Phillies had not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 RBI singles. 1 from Bohm, 1 from JT, 1 from Sosa, and 1 from Rojas. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. It's time now for your Philadelphia Phillies trivia question of the day. All right, so let's do this, shall we? The 7th inning trivia question is brought to you by Ethan Baumholtz of Advisors Mortgage. If you are looking to purchase or refinance a primary residence, a second home, or investment property in New Jersey or Pennsylvania, my guy Ethan has you covered. He has over 20 years of experience and is dedicated to making your mortgage process smooth and stress-free, and will find the best mortgage solutions tailored to your needs. For personalized services, call Ethan today at 609-230-5558. And tell him I sent you, and give him a hello. All right. So I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay, so today's trivia question that I have for you, we'll do this one. Which jersey number did Richie Ashburn wear as a Philly? Which jersey number did Richie Ashburn wear as a Philadelphia Philly? Is what I want to know down below. And we'll follow that up with another one. Comes Trea Turner. He'll lead off the bottom of the 7th. It's 5-1 Phils. Trea's 1 for 2 with a double and a walk in the pitch, and that's taken for a ball. Which number did Richie Ashburn wear as a Philly? 15. That is... Says that it's incorrect. Pitch to call. Ground ball, diving stop. Or sorry, that was a replay. Excuse me. So that's incorrect. Number 1 is correct. You got it. Number 1. That is correct. Y'all confused me. The pitch on the way, and that is taken for a ball. It is number 1. That is correct. Not 7, not 16, not 23. 1-0 to Harper. There's a fly ball hit out over towards shallow left field, and Wood is there to make the catch for out number 2. So Turner got out. We'll recap you on what happened in just a second. Trea ended up grounding out over to third. Dave Martinez is going to go out there, and we're going to have another pitching change. So Trea grounds out. Bryce pops out over to left. And we have a new pitcher coming in. It'll be Joe LaSorsa. Or for Joe LaSorsa, excuse me. All right. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, guys. All right. So now I want to know, which jersey number did Jim Bunning wear as a Philly? We're going to do a couple more of these. Okay? We're talking about Jim Bunning now. Which jersey number did Jim Bunning wear as a Philly? That was a fast 7th-inning stretch. Not really. There's 2 outs. We have a pitch and change. I was in a suite last night, says Darth. Yeah, weren't you in a suite like over the last 2 nights? What number did what number did Jim Bunning wear as a Philly? Number 3, that is incorrect. Number 20, that is incorrect as well. How about number 7? That is also incorrect. Larry says 21. All incorrect. 20. 3. 14. That one is correct. 14 is correct. Good job, Steve. Stephen Bagley got it. Nice. Very nice. All right. And then last one. We'll do this one. Tell me what Ryan Howard's jersey was. What was his jersey number? We'll do Ryan Howard, and that's it. Ryan Howard's jersey number. Let me know down below. Here's Alec Bohm, who's coming up to bat. We're in the bottom of the 7th. It is 5-1 Philadelphia. And the pitch, and that is taken low for a ball. Jonah Doan is on the mound now. Ryan Howard's jersey number was number 8. That is incorrect. 6, says Ken, Steven, and David. Good. And Jane got it too, and Norman S. got it as well. Good job, guys. Actually, that's a lie. I fooled you. That is not correct. 6 is one number, but there's another one that he wore as well. Anybody remember the other one? 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch on the way, ground ball hit over to third base, and the flip over to first is in time, and the inning is over. So a ground out over to third by Alec Bohm, and the Doan faces Bohm, and that's it. And we head to the top of the 8th. It's 5-1 Phils. What's Ryan Howard's other jersey number? So 6 is 1, but he wore another jersey number 2. 9 is incorrect. Anybody with a serious answer? 99 is incorrect. Even I got that once as D. But he had another jersey number. It wasn't just number 6. What was the other number? 3? No. All right, one more guess, and then I will tell you the answer. 8 and 20. No. His other jersey number was number 12. So you could have said 6 or 12. Which jersey number did Ryan Howard wear? It's either 6 or 12. Do you remember when he wore the number 12? Anybody? So that is the answer. And all of this was on August 17th. August 17th. August 17th. 12. Twelve and 6 would have both been correct. Pitch on the way. Line drive it out over to left field, and that is going to be dropped in for a base hit. And so we start off the top of the 8th. Christopher Sanchez with 78 pitches. And that's just the second hit today allowed by Sanchez. And it's Chaparro who gets on with a leadoff single. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We got 337 people tuning in. Come on, man. I'm sure that not all of you have subscribed to the channel. And it would really mean a lot to me. We go on here every single day for Phillies content and Sixers and Eagles as well. We do play-by-plays for the Sixers and the Eagles and for the Phillies. The pitch on the way, and that's taken for strike 1. 5-1 Phils, top of the 8th. Phillies are looking to take the series tonight against the Nationals. And if they do, then they'll try to go for the sweep tomorrow. Pitch on the way, and that is just fouled off. The ball is 2 strikes. And the next pitch by Sanchez, and that is chopped foul. Sanchez looks back over at first, and now back to the plate. And the 0-2 pitch is tailed out over towards center field. Rojas is there, though, and he'll make the catch. Didn't even have to flinch. And an out is recorded. That's the first out of the inning. That was on a pitch that was hit off the end of the bat by Ildemaro Vargas. What's going on, RG? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. 26 more subs till we get to 3,900. Let's get to 3,900 subscribers. The pitch. That is taken for a ball. If you guys want to donate to the channel, too, you're more than welcome to leave a super chat down below. Larry, how you feeling, man? 1-0 pitch. That is taken for a strike. Riley Adams 0 for 2. Batting over on the right side. Sanchez kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. And the count is now 1-2. Let's get JJ to 3,900, says RG. By the way, drop your link down below, my guy. Vince, what's going on, man? 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to second base. Sosa's going to tag the bag for 1. Throw it over to first. Got him. A 4-3 double play. And Christopher Sanchez gets out of the inning. So 2 hits in 8 innings of work allowed by Christopher Sanchez. And we head to the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-1 Philadelphia. Good stuff. Much better, thanks. I was well enough to go to rehearsal, says Larry. Good. Very, very good. All right. Welcome aboard, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well. Make sure that you go subscribe to RG Energy down below. And Darth Boo, you're always more than welcome to drop your link down below. And if any of my mods have a link to their channel, never be afraid to drop it. I'm always okay if y'all advertise your stuff because guess what? I want everybody to grow. Okay? And if you have the wrench, I give you permission to do that. I do. Just don't spam it, but you're more than welcome to plug in your channels. All right, so my name is Jason Joseph, guys. I'm going to take the camera on me for a second. In case you are new to my channel, okay, I am, let me give you a little background about myself. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I've been coming on here for 21 months, and I've been calling Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, and Eagles football games as well. And we also have been producing podcasts on here too. If you enjoy my content, I give you a radio play-by-play style type of a cast, but I also allow all of you to be the color commentators because I believe in community. I do. I really believe in the power of building a special community with people, and I want to continue to grow that. We have a very awesome group of people on here. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, I don't know what y'all are waiting for, but you definitely should. You absolutely should subscribe. Everybody on here is very caring. So, all right. And we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. So here we go. Bottom of the 8th. It's 5-1 Philadelphia. And the Phillies will send Castellanos, Realmuto, and Wes Wilson up to the plate. Odone kicks and delivers. And it's a curveball that's on the edge for strike one. The ball is one strike, and the next pitch on the way is a sinker at the knees for strike one. My channel is gaming / comic book nerd stuff. I talk wrestling and sports on my other channel. You do a really good job, man. You really do. I'm not just trying to blow smoke up, you know what. I mean that. And Darpu does a really good job as well. 0-2 pitch, and that is in the dirt for a ball. I love JJ and the Freaks. The game call and the input of everyone is great. Thank you all. For sure. It means a lot, John. Appreciate you. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch is in the dirt for ball 2. Tonight's kind of cool because we're a little bit more relaxed, we're a little bit more loose tonight, and it's sort of more like a traditional cast, and I kind of felt the need to do that, The chat really wasn't going off like crazy, and it's nice to be able to just have a game where you can just kick your legs up and just listen to a game, 2-2 pitch. That is swung on and missed. And Odone able to grab his first strikeout on the evening. And he gets the first out of the 8th. I appreciate that. My editor gets paid very well. That's awesome. 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. And JT is up to bat. And he chops the first pitch foul. A 5-1 lead helps. Yeah, it does, but it's also just, sometimes like when you have nothing, there really hasn't been too much action tonight, and I had a long day, and it's nice to just be able to, just relax. A 1 pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to third base, picked up by Vargas, and the throw over to first was a little bit off the line. But a good tag made by the first baseman, Juan Yepes. And the second out of the inning is made. Yeah, but also, like, we've had a quieter chat. You know what I mean? It's nice. You know, I love, like, when you guys talk. Don't get me wrong, Jane. But, you know, sometimes it's just nice to be able to have you know, to just be able to listen and read out some stats and just enjoy some moments of silence and just have it be natural, you know? 1-1. And that is fouled away towards the third base tarp by Wes Wilson, who's 2 for 3 in tonight's game. Two gone, bottom of the 8th. Phillies lead at 5-1. We'll give you a recap after the inning is over. The 1-2 pitch. And that should have been called strike 3, but it's at the knees for a ball. Mr. Rag found this channel first time today. What's going on, man? How you doing? 2-2 to Wes Wilson, and he chops it foul towards the third base side. Orioles and Red Sox are on in the top of the second. After the game is done, what we're going to do is I'm going to drop the link to Orioles Bird Watchers chat down below, and you guys can go tune into his play-by-play calls. He does a really good job. The 2-2 pitch. There's a bouncer that's hit over to third base, barehanded by Vargas. Throw over to first. That was ridiculous. Oh, what a play by Eldemiro Vargas. Just barehanded a ground ball and just was able to get Wes Wilson out by about half a step. And, well, it's time to go to the top of the 9th. Will Christopher Sanchez finish the job? Is the next question. Phillies do lead at 5-1. And we go to the top of the 9th. I appreciate being able to hear Phillies live play-by-play down here in central Mexico, says Wayne. That's good. I appreciate you for coming on. This call when Bryce hit his home run against the Braves last year when he gave Arcia the stare down is iconic. I'll have to go back and listen to that call. I'm usually like really tough on myself with calls, but the Schwarber Grand Slam call kind of gave me some goosebumps. It did. I forgot about how monumental that was. That was a wild call. I'm relaxed. Last night was I was watching Phillies in diapers. I just don't remember well. My family's from Lancaster County, PA. Your whole family is friends. Wow. That's wild. That's sick. Welcome aboard, everybody. Welcome on into Play-by-Play with JJ. We'll be back on tomorrow afternoon at 1:35 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll also be... I might be a little bit late because I am going to be driving back from Atlantic City. I'm going to be producing Billy Schweim's show tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to that. So, the game is at 1:35 p.m. Eastern Time, so we may just be a couple of minutes late. Let you know how we're doing. Top of the 9th, and the first pitch is taken at the kneecaps for strike one to Luis Garcia Jr. 8-9-1 due up in the order for the Washington Nationals. The 0-1 pitch, and that is fouled off. Christopher Sanchez is out there to pitch the top of the 9th, in case you are wondering. He's looking to go to distance. Garcia 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. And the 0-2 pitch, and that is on the outside corner for a called strike 3. And Garcia Jr. is chirping at Alfonso Marquez. And JT dropped it as well. It just bounced in and out of the glove. 1 down, top of the 9th. Let's see the Sanchez emojis in the chat. And the pitch on the way, and that's taken outside for a ball. We haven't given Christopher Sanchez any love tonight. Come on, man. See the Christopher Sanchez emojis. The 1-0 pitch. And that is taken at the kneecaps for strike 1. It's a cool sound effect, Darth. That was a great idea. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jacob Young. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. Sanchez only had 1 strikeout heading into the 7th inning. And ever since then, he has struck out 3 of his last 6 batters. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the 9th. The 93rd pitch by Sanchez. There's a chopper hit over to shortstop. Turner has it, throws it on the run, and there's 2 away. Man, and now, all of a sudden, the Nationals are down to their final out. There's the Sanchez emojis. Let's go. Come on, baby. All right. And now Alex Call is coming up to bat. First pitch. And that's on the outside edge, but it's called a ball. Sanchez gets set at the belt and delivers, and it's swung on and missed for strike 1. Sanchez getting a standing ovation. And the next pitch, and there's a line drive. It's a foul ball, and the Nationals are down to their final strike. Sanchez is 1 strike away from going the distance for the 2nd time this season. He had a complete game shutout back on June 28th against the Marlins. The 1-2 pitch on the way, and that is fouled off towards the third base side, and Call does stay alive. But as we're in the top of the 9th here against the Nationals, there's 2 outs, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. Turner plays it on a bounce throw over to first. It's not in time. And it was a little bit off the line as well. And Call stumbles as he goes into first base, but he's safe. And the game continues. I think that they're going to call that an E6 on Trea Turner. Let's see again. Yep. And Harper tried the swipe call behind the back. C.J. Abrams is coming up. Matt Strom is warming up in the Phillies bullpen. 98 pitches by Sanchez in the first pitch on the way. There's a fly ball hit out over to left field. Wilson gets under it. He'll make the catch. And the second complete game of the season by Christopher Sanchez is good for the Phils. They win by a final score of 5-1 and take the series against the Washington Nationals. Ring the bell. The Philadelphia Phillies win. What a night by Christopher Sanchez. Wow. I just want to see this chat. It took him 99 pitches And he only allowed 2 hits tonight. That's it. And the Phillies win by a final score of 5-1. Christopher Sanchez now 9-8 on the season. 2 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, no walks allowed, and the second complete game by Christopher Sanchez on the season. The last time that the Phillies actually had a pitcher that went or that pitched a complete game twice was in 2022. That's when Aaron Nola did it. Zach Wheeler also did it in 2021. And out of all people, you would have probably never guessed this, but Zach Eflin did it twice in 2019 and in 2016 as well. That's really wild. But Christopher Sanchez was phenomenal again, and that extension continues to look like a very good deal from Dave Dombrowski, and he needed this type of a performance. Sanchez did not have his stuff the last time he pitched out there, and he left a lot of hanging pitches right out over the middle of the plate. So 4 2/3, 7 earned runs in that last outing, and, well, this time he pitches a 2-hitter. So, good for Sanchez. Sanchez is a machine. I better see some Christopher Sanchez in the chat. MVP for tonight. That's this guy. That's that guy. Good stuff, man. Great win by the Phils. 295 people still tuning in. One word to describe that game. I'm not really going to stay on here for too much longer. I have an early day tomorrow. But good win by the Phils. How about that bottom of the 6th, man? First of all, they responded in the bottom of the 4th after Sanchez allowed the solo homer to Alex Call. And honestly, even before the Phillies actually scored and tied the game, I felt like that they were actually hitting the ball really sharply, but just did not get luck on their side. Trea Turner, after Kyle Schwarber got on with a base hit, Turner lined out to right on a nice diving catch by Alex Call, and then Harper hit a shot that was over to first base, and it ended up being an inning-ending unassisted double play. And you had a couple of also, some nice catches that were made by the Nationals, and just some balls that were hit really sharply, including a 4-6-3 double play that was hit by Bryce Harper, hit right on the nose. But Castellanos responded and got himself an RBI double in the bottom of the 4th to tie the game back. And that was pretty big. And then you go to the bottom of the 6th, and the Phillies were able to get 4 RBI singles, a very good inning, and that's when they took advantage of Mackenzie Gore and just passed the baton. They did. Utilized the opposite way of the field. Bohm ended up getting an RBI single by poking it out to right field on the ground. That was nice. Trea Turner got on with a double. That was cool, too. That was a leadoff double. And I really thought that the Phillies were able to set the tone in that inning, and that was nice. They're putting together better at-bats, and these are complete wins now that they're giving you. Tonight, there wasn't really as much action, but they got the job done. And it was a complete game, literally and figuratively, not just by Christopher Sanchez, statistically speaking, but also just, I thought that they played really good overall baseball. So I want to hear your thoughts down below, and I want to hear what y'all have to say. Yeah, but then I got to hope again. Says Larry. It was satisfying. It was. Satisfying is a very satisfying focused. I like that. Satisfying was first said by Vigilant Tracker. Dominant. Sanchez. Yes. MVP equals Sanchez. Yes, it does. It was amazing. It was incredible. Yeah, it was smiles, It was simple. And, well, maybe not simple, but it was stress-free. Maybe that's 2 words. I knew something magical was happening last night after they covered for Estevez and played small ball in the 9th to win it. I think it all stems back to Kyle Schwarber's Grand Slam, but that's where I'm going to leave it at. We won't open that can of worms. We'll do that. We'll do that on Tuesday. Okay. What if the season is turning around, or what if this is the turning point to finishing the season as a juggernaut? It could happen. It could. It absolutely could. You know, I think that it goes back to also Wes Wilson's cycle, right? Like special stuff. Yeah, I understand it's the Nationals. Yes, I understand that it's the Marlins, but this team was losing to bottom feeder teams like the Oakland Athletics, and they were getting mollywopped. And finally, they are not only winning games, but they're dominating. They are. So, good stuff. All right, I'm done. I'm done babbling. I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Before I do go, okay, I do want to send you guys over to Orioles Birdwatcher's Way, okay? Please go tune in to his play-by-play. He does a really, really good job. Let him know that I sent you over there. If you guys want to tune into another really good quality play-by-play cast, he's doing the Orioles Red Sox game. So, yeah. Make sure that you go tell him that I said hi and that I sent you. All right. Love you all very, very much. And I will catch you all in the next one. Darth Pooh, yes, good job. He posted this podcast link. Make sure that you go subscribe to Darth Pooh. Love it. Love it, man. It's great. All right. Laila Tov, everybody. See you all tomorrow afternoon at 1:35 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. Bye.